I lost myself in it, and I had a really good time. Some of the awful photographs of me putting really quite terrifying faces on the internet have apparently shown.
Almost a month since you wrote to me, and you have possibly forgotten your state of mind. I doubt it, though. Seem the same as always. And being you, hate every minute of it. Don't. To the world every once in a while. You have every right to. Just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out.
Learn to say fuck to the world. You just have to stop worrying, looking in the mirror, wondering and doubting about yourself, and hoping for some easy ways. Stop hating yourself just because someone else is pointing a finger at you and doesn't like your way of doing things. Take your weirdness outside your body. Paint your fears and anxiety. And if you worry about being cool and fitting in with the squad, just change yourself and then be uncool. Don't change the real you. Do not demotivate the real you because of the world. I know you can do it, even if you are torturing yourself. But still, the work you do is very, very good. But why don't you try to do something bad, something imperfect? And if people say anything about it, let them go to hell. You are not responsible for people. You're just responsible for yourself. I know there's a lot of things going on inside your mind all the time, but just clear your mind before starting your work and try to concentrate. The feeling of I can do better than the thing I just did is really painful. I know, but it would be much better if you have the confidence and leave the world and art alone. Try to change your techniques accordingly because every job is unique and has its requirements. So you have to understand your work. Sometimes managing your time is the hardest task, but there are good days and bad days. So you just have to be consistent and be confident in your work. And don't give a shit to people who interrupt no matter how hard you try.
I try not to go in with one specific technique because every job is so unique in its different requirements. So there's a focus and there's an understanding and approach to work which is sort of universal. And there are givens, you know, there are certain parameters you have to work in as an actor. Sometimes they're the hardest to maintain. Timekeeping is one of them, and I'm notoriously bad at that. And learning your lines, and I'm all right at that at times, and sometimes it can get overwhelming, with especially that clip you saw at the end. But with that character, he's quite vivacious, so there are good days and bad days.
Struggling, grasping, confusing, itching, scratching, mumbling, bumbling, grumbling, humbling, stumbling, numbling, rambling, gambling, tumbling, scumbling, scrambling, hitching, hatching, bitching, moaning, groaning, honing, boning, horse-shitting, hair-splitting, nitpicking, piss trickling, nose sticking, ass gouging, eyeball poking, finger pointing, alleyway sneaking, long waiting, small stepping, evil eyeing, back scratching, searching, perching, besmirching, grinding away at yourself. Stop it and just do. Much confidence in you, and even though you are tormenting yourself, the work you do is very good. Try to do something bad. Try to do some bad work. The worst thing you could think of is see what happens, but mainly relax and let everything go to hell. You are not responsible for the world, only responsible for your work, so just do it.
Yeah, I would say that it's just, I've always felt instinctively that it would limit the range of the work that you are capable of doing if you had one method that you imposed on everybody else that you're collaborating with. And so, obviously, as a student, actually, first I got my MA at Manchester. I think it's an MA at Lambda as well, but I'm not sure. It was really a postgraduate one-year course. I'm not even sure I got an MA there. I think that was more to do with Manchester, where I did 3 years of drama.
Your description, for what I know of your previous work and your ability, the work you were doing sounds very good. Drawing, clean, clear, but crazy like machines, larger and bolder, real nonsense. That sounds fine, wonderful. Real nonsense, do more. More nonsensical, more crazy, more machines, more breasts, penises, cunts, whatever. Make them abound with nonsense. Try and tickle something inside you, your weird humor.
And an awful lot of plays, an awful lot of acting, but an awful lot of other things around that which fed into the acting. And I think that started my kind of understanding that it's part of a total art form. It's not just something in isolation. Because I was studying, I don't know, everything from sort of post.
Don't think that that your work has to conform to any preconceived idea, form, or flavor. It can be anything you want it to be. But if life would be easier for you if you stopped working, then stop. Don't punish yourself. However, I think that this is so deeply ingrained in you that it would be better for you to do. You belong in the most secret part of you. Don't worry about cool. Make your own uncool. Make your own world. If you fear, make it work for you. Draw and paint your fear and anxiety. And stop worrying about big, deep things such as to decide on a purpose and way of life, a consistent approach to even some impossible end or even an unimagined end. You must practice being stupid, dumb, unthinking, empty.
If you want to see more videos like this, hit that like button.